Yeah, so we're here with Idren Hallow on the Idren Hallow interview. There he is. He's driving, right?
Driving on a pilgrimage, actually.
Yeah, we're back at your roots, New Mexico.
We are. That's why this is a fucking pilgrimage, man.
Yeah. We're listening to a teaser of his music, and we're going to get into the first question, which my first question for you is what made you start music?
Okay. So, do you want the honest answer or do you want the corny answer? Like, am I gonna be like, is this a PR problem if I say why I really started making music?
No, it doesn't really matter. You can just say it.
Well, actually, it's up to me.
Like,
I'm my own fucking manager. Holy shit.
Yeah, you're your own manager.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. All right. So the reason I honestly started making music was at like 2 a.m. or some shit. I was on YouTube and I found this song. I was on like YouTube Music looking through the most recently uploaded music, and I found this song, Mr. Kill Myself by Sewer Slut, and this album, Draining Love Story. And so like I was going through some fucked up like depressive, lonely quarantine shit, like stuck in the house all the time. Because, you know, like, Sewer Slut fans are incels. Like, they're in the house all the fucking time, right? So I was feeling it. It was resonating with me a lot. And I was like, holy shit, I've never heard any music like this before. And for a while, I was okay with just listening to it. And then I found out that Sewer Slut's a pedophile. So I was like, okay, you know, I gotta bring this to the world and then just not be a pedophile.
Yeah.
It's kind of like revolutionizing the pop punk scene by just making decent music and then not being a fucking pedophile.
Yeah. That's true. There are
a
ton of pedophiles.
That is originally what, like, made me want to make music, was just the need to, like, you know, give somebody else that little bit of solace I had in quarantine with like some good music for listening to when you're feeling lonely.
Yeah, that's a pretty good reason. So my next question is, how much time do you spend making music? Like on a song, on average?
That varies. Sometimes it'll be like weeks before I actually figure something out or get it done. Other times I'll have it done in like, the entire thing is literally done in 2 days. Sometimes I'll have it done in one night. It varies. It's just like, I don't really know what it is, but sometimes shit clicks and sometimes it doesn't. And usually when it clicks more and I get it done faster is when like something interesting happened, or like I have an interesting thought that I really like, and when I like go off of that. If I just like start randomly making music and then try to make it about something, it takes longer. But you gotta do what you gotta do, because if you don't at least try something with your music every single day, like you're really missing out.
Yeah, that's true. You gotta keep a consistent effort to get good at it.
Yeah. Even if it's only like 20 minutes a day or something and it's like really fucking light, like, just at least try something.
Yeah. My next question is, what's like a major motif in your upcoming album?
Okay, there's a couple major motifs.
Yeah, like if you want to say them, I could understand if you...
No, it's okay, because it's like, I want that to be like incorporated as a part of Idren Hallow, so like... The biggest motif in the whole album that I really hope people notice, and I'm pretty sure they will, is the motif of like losing blood. Whether it's just losing it or giving it away, it's just like just losing blood. That's the biggest motif on my upcoming album. And you know, it's not on like, I mean, you can look at my arms, like I'm not fucking self-harming or anything. It's just like, it's on some shit where it's more of a metaphor. And I don't really, like, I want people to find that out for themselves by listening to my music and reading my lyrics and shit. So I don't want to get into that too much, but like, there's a reason why the motif of losing blood will show up so much.
Yeah, okay. And then my next question is, what's the main reason you're making the field tapes?
The main reason I'm making the field tapes.
Yeah.
Well, the main reason I'm making the field tapes is because I made a couple songs where, like, I thought they were cool, but it just didn't fit with my album. And so I was like, okay, I actually have a concept for this now. Like, because they all have, like, this similar sound where it's kind of, it makes me think of, like, being in a field at night, and, like, it just works, I guess. They just fit together because I'll go through, like, these eras, I guess, of making songs where everything I make sounds exactly the same for, like, 2 weeks, and then I discover some new thing or whatever, or, like, I try something different, and then it sounds slightly different. And the field tapes was just, like, 3 songs that I made at a similar time, and I was like, alright, yeah, these will fit together enough to be a mixtape, and fucking, like, it'll be fun.
When do you plan on releasing it? Are you just waiting on features, or?
Yeah, at this point, I have, like, Ruby's Boy needs to send me his feature, and, I need to go in to Orb's studio and fix the mix on, like, one other song, but other than that, the field tapes is, like, pretty much done.
Are you gonna release it soon?
Yeah, I plan to. I really, really want to. Yeah. I want to have it out, either, like, very early August or, like, before July is over.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Hopefully you can get it out before July is over,
the field tapes is not going to be, like, it's going to be, like, I want to give people something, but I'm building up. I got another mixtape in the works that's different than the field tapes, and I'm going to put that one out before I finally put out my album. But, yeah. It's probably not me. That was, like, I played, like, the last 2 songs off the album.
That sounds like a rapper.
One of them was just, like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
not a rapper, but rap
no
vocals.
Copyright.
Rap vocals don't scare me, but I don't consider myself a rapper.
Yeah.
Because, like, to be a rapper requires more than to just, like, rap over a song. Like, it's a lifestyle.
You have to live the rapper lifestyle.
That's not really who I am.
No.
So I'm not going to claim to be a rapper.
Yeah. Would you sign to a label?
Well, it depends. Honestly, if the money was good enough, I probably would. Not even gonna lie. Like, you know, when I first started out, I was on some, like, oh, I'm never gonna sell out. I'm never going to a label or fucking anything. And now I'm just like, bro, like, if you actually want to get your album done and have people who seriously listen to it, I mean, you can do it on your own. It's definitely possible. And I've seen a lot of people who, like, and they inspire me. It's like these weird little YouTube breakcore creators and stuff who will have, like, hundreds of thousands of listens and views on a couple things, and, like, they just do it on their own. And you can definitely be successful on your own, and I would like to be successful on my own. But, you know, if Atlantic Records hit me up or some shit and was like, yeah, we'll give you, like, $5 million if you finish your album, and then I'd be like, oh, cool. Or, like, we'll give you $5 million if you, like, work on music for us. I'd be like, oh, you know, $5 million to work on music. I mean, that doesn't sound so bad to me. I mean, I probably couldn't be as interesting or anything, but I would get on my, like, Death Grip shit and then just fuck over the label, or I'd be like Frank Ocean or something.
Yeah.
Like, I'd make a bullshit ass album to fulfill the contract, and then, like, just drop something else way better.
Yeah.
I mean, I could never put out anything that's just bad, but, like, I would put stuff out where it's like, yeah, you know, I was literally just making this to fulfill the contract. There's no real deeper meaning or anything or idea behind this album.
That makes sense. And this is going to be the last question for this portion, because we're going to jump somewhere else.
All right.
But what needs to happen for you to feel that you made it?
Ooh. Jesus fucking Christ, that is a tough question.
Yeah, it is.
Jeez.
But it's
What
an
would have to
important
happen
question.
for me to feel that I've made it? Well, honestly, I think for me to feel that I've made it, I would have to be able to, like, come into town anywhere on the planet Earth and, like, bring a rave with me, or, like, take one, like, just make one come from anywhere. That's what it would take for me to feel successful and be like, yeah, I made it. Is like, I pay my bills, I'm making money, I can actually go on tour and shit, and everywhere I go, there's at least a good enough group of people that know who I am and want to, like, see me perform my music and want to just lose their mind. Like, that, if I could just go anywhere and do that, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, I've made it.
Yeah, that's a pretty big thing.
Oh yeah.
Like, would it be just small towns, or would it be like?
Well, it could be anywhere. I mean, it could be a small town.
So, like,
it could
if
be
you
like a
pulled
big
up
town.
to Stoll, Kansas.
I pulled up to Stoll, Kansas. Okay, well,
I'm
I
joking.
mean, it's not like
no
there,
one in Stoll,
there are
Kansas
some places.
exists.
There are some places where people don't even live.
Now, if you were to, like, tell people,
yeah.
oh, hey, I'm having a performance at Stoll, and then people show up,
Yeah.
would that be?
That
like,
would be
okay.
Yeah.
So, like, you pull up to, like, New York.
Because either I could
people
take
know.
it with me, or make people just show up.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a pretty
But yeah.
big goal. But
And
you
also another thing that would really make me feel like I've made it is if I had the ability to put people on.
Yeah.
Like, if I saw somebody who I thought was really talented, but, you know, maybe they just need a studio or something, or like a little guidance or whatever, and then they could really go somewhere, and I could actually help them with that, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, I've made it. Like, if I was successfully able to make someone else reach the level of success I reached, then I'd be like, yeah, I've definitely made it now.
Yeah. So now we're at the new location.
New location.
We're under a train bridge. Hopefully a train doesn't come over, but
I don't think it will.
looks cool. We'll show you the thing at the end. But so my next question is, how do you respond when people play your music around you?
When people play my music around me, I try not to respond, actually. I try to just be like, oh, well, you know, it's a song I made. And then if they talk about it, they're like, oh, this is so good, or this is crazy, or like, bro, this is trash. And either way, I'm usually just like, whatever. I mean, it's my music. The way I see it is that, like, I worked hard on it, but I don't really have much of an opinion on it other than I think it's acceptable.
Yeah. Do you plan on releasing any merch soon?
I would love to, but I would have to get a little bit more money.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
You've gotta have your
because I would love
merch.
to. I would love to make some merch. Like, I make my Photoshops and stuff. I could totally make that merch. Like, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. What gave you the idea for the name of Idren Hallow?
Okay, so the idea for the name Idren Hallow, there was like a broken children's mercy sign outside of the skate park. Like, you remember that concert,
Yeah.
right? It's in that, Ruby's Boy has a music video, actually, for one of Orv's songs. He's got that I Fuck My Money music video. That one, yeah, it was right after that, actually.
You fuck your money? That's weird.
I mean, Orv does it too, so it
I'm
can't be that
joking.
weird. But yeah, so right after that, there was a broken children's mercy sign, and it said Idren, and I was like, oh shit, that's actually kind of cool. But I was like, well, I can't just call myself Idren. Like, that's weird.
Yeah.
It's missing something. So I was like, okay, Idren, but how do I describe Idren to make it better? And I was like, okay, Well, I thought of words, and I thought of like the imagery and sound I want to create, and I would like, I would like it to have a little bit of kind of like a divine undertone, right? And hallow was the word that came to mind because it's like hallowed be thy name, and like that's kind of cool. So I was like, all right, it's Idren Hallow. That makes sense.
Yeah. Do you plan on making music in any other genres besides breakcore?
Bro, I already do. The fuck?
Oh.
I make.
I didn't even know.
Bro, I send motherfuckers rap beats. I make like UK garage. I make fucking like everything, bro. I could even do ambient. Like, I'll make everything. That's the train. Oh, that's the train. That's loud sound. That's scary. And it's vibrating.
That's scary, bro. You
Shout
can
out to the train game.
Yeah. The train just goes through our interview. That's kind of tight, though.
Yeah.
It's not as loud as I thought it would be.
It's fucking like 50.
Yeah. This is kind of scary.
Yeah.
But it's tight.
But I know we're safe.
Yeah.
Like, we're good. You just can't hear shit that we're saying.
I mean, you can probably, like, barely hear it, but...
That's stupid as fuck.
Yeah. I'm gonna just keep it recording, though.
Yeah, just keep recording, bro.
I mean, you can probably hear what I'm saying, because I'm, like, right by the mic. So, like... Yeah, we'll continue this on the train.
This is such a cool-ass image, though. Like,
It is.
and, like, the sound works well.
Yeah. We should just leave a pin at this place, bro.
What?
We should leave a pin at this place.
Yeah, let's do it.
There's actually not much graffiti, which is like surprising, but also not surprising. Damn, this is a long ass train. And now it's on the empty carts, so that's how you know it's getting close to being done. It's tight though. The lighting's also actually pretty good, surprisingly.
Yeah, the lighting's really good. It's like, it's dusty, too. Like,
Yeah.
it just works.
There's the charge bits on the Now it's not scary at all. It was kind of scary at first, but now it's just like...
Yeah, no, like, I'm fine. I'm not gonna sit up here because I see a lump. But,
Yeah. Fucking hell, this is a long ass train.
I mean, that's just trains. They always make long as fuck.
The long as hell train.
There we go. And we're good.
Now we gotta set up the
Set it
camera
back
again.
up. As a fucking, like... Back at it like a crack addict.
Yeah, so now there's no train. So we're back.
No more train.
But do you plan on taking up any art forms other than like music and Photoshop?
Well, digital art would be cool. Like, honestly, learning 3D modeling would be awesome.
That'd be tight.
Like, I would love to create, like, 3D models and shit, and maybe animation, too, because that would be a good way to make music videos, and it all kind of comes together just so nicely.
Yeah, that would be nice to have in music videos. You could have like the Blade music video.
Yeah, I actually want to, like, at some point, like, I want to just have enough music out that I can just do something else and then still promote it.
Yeah, that's fair. And if you could, this is the last question, so answer this very thoughtfully.
Okay, very thoughtfully.
If you could use one word to describe your music, what would it be?
Like, so who am I describing it to?
To me.
To you.
It's the
Okay.
interview.
Okay, so to you. So if I was to describe my music in one word to you, I would say atmospheric.
Okay. And that's the end of the interview.
That's the end of the interview.
Thanks for
Dusty
for
dab.
showing up. Yeah, the dusty ass dab.
We're in an old western right now.
We are.
We literally passed a fucking Billy the Kid museum on the way over here. Like, yeah.
Well, we're done.
See ya.